Hey everyone, and welcome. Today we're going to tackle a really practical but super important home security task that pretty much anyone can do, changing a lock barrel. It's way simpler than you might think, and it can make a huge difference for your peace of mind. So let's just dive right in.
You know that feeling, right? That pit in your stomach when you can't find your keys? Or maybe you just got the keys to a new place and you're thinking, who else has a copy of this key? These are those moments where knowing how to secure your home fast is absolutely essential.
And the good news? There's a simple, quick, and really cheap solution. You almost never need to replace the entire lock. Let's get into why just changing out the barrel is usually the smartest way to go.
So when is it time to make the switch? Well, if your keys are lost or stolen, that's a no-brainer. Do it immediately. Same goes if your lock is just old, jammed, or acting funny. And if you're moving into a new place, you have no idea how many copies of that key are floating around. And finally, it's the perfect excuse to upgrade to a better, more secure lock.
Now, here's the thing that a lot of people get wrong. There's this idea that you have to rip the whole locking mechanism out of the door. But honestly, that's usually way overkill. You can get the exact same security boost just by focusing on that one core part.
And this chart really tells the whole story. I mean, look at the difference. Swapping just the barrel is way cheaper, it literally takes minutes, and it's an easy do-it-yourself job. A full lock replacement, that can get expensive, take a long time, and you might even need to call a pro. For most of us, the choice is pretty obvious.
Okay, so what is this little magic part we keep talking about? Let's break down what a lock barrel actually is.
The barrel, sometimes called the cylinder, is literally just the part where you put your key. That's it. It's the little tube that holds all the pins that match your specific key. And the most important thing to know is that it's designed to be swapped out easily without messing with any of the other hardware on your door. Feeling a little more confident about this? You should be, because you are going to love how short the list of tools for this job is.
Yep, that is the entire list. A screwdriver and a tape measure. These are two things you probably have in a junk drawer right now. This is not one of those projects where you have to run out and buy a bunch of expensive, specialized gear. All right, so we get the why, the what, and the what with. So let's get down to the how. This whole thing comes down to 5 really simple steps. Let's walk through it. First, with your door open, look at the edge. You'll see a single screw right in line with the lock. Take that screw all the way out. Step 2 is the real trick. Put your key in the lock and turn it just a little bit, maybe 10 or 15 degrees. This lines up a little piece inside called the cam. Step 3, now that it's aligned, you can just gently pull or push and the whole barrel will slide right out. Easy. Step 4, grab your new barrel, put its key in, turn it slightly just like the old one, and slide it into the hole. And finally, step 5. Before you put that screw back in, just test it. Lock and unlock it a few times to make sure it's smooth. All good? Tighten the screw and you are done.
Now that you've got the basics down, let's level up with a few pro tips, straight from the Locksmiths, to make sure you're doing this not just correctly, but in the most secure way possible. Pay attention to this one, because it is the single most important thing to get right. Measure everything. As the quote says, if your new barrel sticks out from the door handle, it creates a weak spot. It basically gives someone something to grab onto to break the lock. So measure your old one perfectly to make sure the new one fits nice and flush. And here are a few other great tips. If you have a UPVC door, it's really worth spending a little extra on an anti-snap, anti-drill model for much better protection. A little key management advice. Don't keep your spares on your main keychain, and for goodness sake, don't label them with your home address. And look, even though this is a fantastic DIY job, if you get stuck or just aren't sure, there is absolutely no shame in calling a local locksmith.
So let's just recap what we've done here. In just a couple minutes, with tools you already own, you've figured out how to seriously upgrade your home's security. The big thing to take away from all this is that you have the power to secure your own front door. Changing a lock barrel isn't some complex mystery. It's a quick, dependable, and honestly a pretty empowering way to take direct control over who has access to your home. Nailing this one skill is a fantastic step. And it really gets you thinking, doesn't it? What other simple, effective things are out there? What's the next easy step you can take to make your home feel even safer?